Looks like I'm living rent-free in your heads again, huh? I mean, if you're gonna spend your days obsessing over me, you might as well start calling me something respectable. Maybe Daddy Shizzy, or better yet, Papa Nut. Who's the grown-up here? Alright, it's me. Let's go. Call me Daddy, yeah, that's who I am. Running your mind's like a master plan. Papa Nut, Shizzy Daddy, take your pick. I'm opening your thoughts while you still act sick. Call me Daddy, it's what you mean. Why you chase the crooks and I take the lead? Living rent-free, that's my name. Go ahead, say it, put some respect on the name. Man, I'm too old, well here's a surprise. I'm the one with the brains while you're stuck with the lies. You act like you're experts, but here's the reality. I'm the one controlling your mental reality. So while you're out there trying to throw shade, I'm sipping coffee and you're feeling betrayed. You're mad, I got the spotlight, now it's my time. So why not call me Daddy or Papa with a rhyme? I'm the landlord and you're just the tenants, stuck in your headspace with no insight, no repentance. Call me Daddy, you know it's true. You'd be lost without me, stuck in the glue. Call me Daddy, I'm holding your mind while you're scrambling, trying to find what's behind. Papa Nut, Shizzy Daddy, don't you see? You're living in my world now, I'm the VIP. Call me Daddy, just let it be. While you're trying to figure out your own identity. Oh, I see you're confused, trying to get it right. Spinning your wheels while I'm out of sight. You think you've got it figured, but you got it all wrong. I've been running your minds all along. But sure, keep pretending you don't care. Keep saying you're done, but I'm still in the air. You got no choice but to bow to my name. Daddy Shizzy is here to own the game. You say you don't watch, but you're obsessed. Every word I say puts you to the test. Call me Daddy, Papa Nut, you know you should. Because I've been living rent-free, and you know it feels good. Shizzy Daddy, all in your headspace, and there's no escape. Good luck with that.
That song just hits like so hard.
It hits really it's really good. That sounds really inappropriate.
Really hard.
It's really hard. Really hard. God.
Oh, happy birthday. Celebration.
Happy birthday? What? Birthday?
Papa, please tell me happy birthday. Celebrate. Oh my God.
What a fun day to be born.
I'm telling you, on New Year's Eve, that is
so much better than Christmas.
That is so much better than Christmas. Oh, here, y'all. This is just for you. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday. So fun.
Oh, that is awesome.
Yeah.
Most definitely. Hello. Yes, we are here for some more madness. Can you contain yourselves? Oh, and I do have something up there. Although it says 50 super chats, once the super chat level hits 300 at the end of the show, I will crack this bad boy open. Have a nice shot of very good stuff. Shh.
Sorry. I shouldn't make. I'm not judging. I just don't drink it myself.
Am I breaking up too, or is it just you?
Is it me?
Yeah.
Oh, sugar biscuits. Maybe I should
And
leave and come back.
yeah, come on right back.
Okay.
And so if it does hit 100, this will be the default right here. This is good. So, but it only will happen at the end of the stream after right before we shut it down. I'll drink up and drink a toast to you guys. And that's what the super chat thing that is there for. And so once it hits the 100 mark, and I'll have to keep track of it. So if I don't keep track, stay on me. I'll crack the good stuff open, or I'll have the okay stuff, which is fine either which way. It'll be just fine. There we go. Is that better?
Is that better?
Yeah, that's much better.
Good Wi-Fi and devices and things.
I know the feeling.
Mhm.
Man, I hope the weatherman rigs. Oh yeah. But yes, so because it is New Year, and I have made a New Year's resolution to not drink throughout the week, to only have a drink on the weekends, and then in February I'll be doing dry February. So
Oh, good for you.
yeah, very good, very
Yeah.
good. So my wife was like, "You're not going to do dry February?" I was like, "Well, there's a shorter month in February."
Fewer days. Yeah, that makes sense.
fewer days.
That tracks.
Yes, it does track. Thank you very much. Happy New Year. Happy New Year. Papa Nut, Diva, and chat. So have a happy 2024 over with. Yes, I'm just about done with it. It was a rough one. Bright spots are all of you. Thank you very much. No, it is, you guys are the bright spot in all of this. And tonight, after we finish up, I'll be shooting everybody over to the expert and be celebrating New Year over there. The New Year, we'll be ringing in the New Year there. So don't you stress. And if we finish up in time, I'll be able to finish up super chats and read all of those at the end. Do a nice little toast with you before I send everybody over there. And if Diva has to leave early, I understand. It's okay.
I have prior engagements. Yeah.
She always has prior engagements.
Of course. Yeah.
She's a very sought after woman.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that.
So what this was, where we left off was, they came back at they took a break. They took 5 minutes, but they came back at 10:25, and we'll come back. And so the court reporter says, "All right, we're off the record." Court reporter says at 10:19 off the record, and of course, court reporter says, comes right on back. Lovely Diva.
Oh, we are back on the record. The time is 10:32 a.m. Eastern Standard Time.
All right. Let me bring up this here. All right. Okay. We're back on the record. So, Miss Wolf, I'm going to move on to the next paragraph here. This is about Miss Preston asking Mr. Hales if he could help remove a tree from property which she didn't even own at the time. Do you know anything about that?
Yes.
Tell us what you know.
She was going there that day to look at property. I believe she met with a realtor. That part I don't know. But I know she was there to look at property to purchase, and she came with Jamie. Jamie was with her in Northport. Jamie helped clean her entire house in Northport and get her house ready and cleaned up. And she was with Jamie. Jamie was there on a visit, kind of to help her.
Right. But what about this removing a tree? What do you know about that?
I was told by Preston that Jeremy was driving by on his tractor, the green tractor, and waved him down or whatever to move the tree so that they could access the whole property. It was a very, very large tree. He moved a very large tree. It was huge.
Oh, so large.
It was huge.
And that would you agree with me? That was a very nice thing to do, to move something very large.
Yes, that was a very neighborly thing to do. Well, okay, I got to stop right here at this point.
Okay.
Nobody. I feel like that was very misrepresentative of Miss Preston if she said she owned the property and, hey, can you move this tree? Because one, that's trespassing for him to remove anything on that property.
Yes.
So for her to
Yes.
be like, hey, will you move this tree? I wonder how she phrased it and contexted it.
She
Of course,
told him that she owned the property.
Oh, Lord have mercy. Because that could have gotten him a world of trouble with the actual rightful owner of that property, because that owner may have left that tree there for the precise reason to prevent trespassing.
Precisely.
Yeah. Oh, jeez Louise.
This was the beginning. This is how she found out for sure that it was Jeremy that where he was at.
Mm.
This was their first interaction. So not starting off on a good foot, but he had no idea that she didn't own the property because she told him that she owned the property and that she was just wanting to get the tree removed. It might have been a rotted tree. I don't know all the details.
I don't know. If somebody came on my property and removed one of my trees, I would be livid.
Yeah,
They have no
especially if you're
right.
trying to sell it. Especially if you're
Yes.
trying to sell it.
Yeah. Well, for any reason, I would be livid. Livid. Because that could have gotten him in legal trouble right there.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. Sorry.
And this was a point that he made also.
Okay. Wait, I think I missed a spot. I think I talk about how neighborly it was. Or
You
she
did. You already hit that.
Okay.
Oh, I would love to have a neighbor doing that for me.
I would love to have a neighbor doing that for me.
Large tree.
Yes.
Did she say anything else about that? Mr. Hale's helping remove a tree from a property she didn't even know.
She said some things that I found to be odd.
Well, that's what we're here for. We like the odd. Tell us the odd in Otter Creek.
She was calling him a dog, saying that he was looking at Jamie. Oops. That's basically what she was saying, which I don't even know. And I thought that it was a little strange because he was there to help her. And Jamie, I might have a messenger from Jamie back then in 2023 where she said that she didn't see him looking there at all.
Well, and you have to understand that. Let me pull this up. This might explain things just a little bit more of what she's what they're talking about in this. So give me just a second. And let me open a file location because this was part of, I believe, the amended complaint. Is that right? No, that is not the one. Close current tab. Give me just a second. I want to find this because this is an important thing. Once you see that what Jamie was wearing, it makes a little more sense. Let's see if it's in here. Okay, so share this. So this is her, and she shows up.
Man, those clothes are hot.
So this is Jamie right here, and so she's somewhat busty and wearing like basically a t-shirt.
Okay.
So exposing cleavage, and of course,
what's wrong with that?
I don't know. I don't see anything wrong with that. I wouldn't be paying any attention anyway because I just really don't.
That is not an ensemble, I would think. I could be very wrong. I don't think that's the ensemble that would garner inappropriate attention.
Yeah, I don't think so. I mean, whenever they were talking, and that's basically what she's referring to, that he was staring at her breasts. Like, okay.
When you're out there in the heat, you ain't looking at nothing. When you're out there working in the heat, you ain't looking at nothing.
Well, and if he's on the tractor, he's not going to see much of anything anyway. If he sees
No.
anything, he's probably going to see her belly button. And then she would have to be standing close enough to even look down. I mean, if you've ever been on a tractor, which I'm sure you've been on a tractor
I've got
before,
one that's not running right now, actually.
you sit up high and you have to look down, and you might be talking to somebody as you're looking down on them.
Yeah.
And so what if he did look at her breasts? I mean, whatever. It wasn't like he was sitting there, making vulgar comments to her.
Well, okay. Sorry. Whenever you are psychotically, I shouldn't say psychotically, but I just did. Anyway, when you are that mired in delusion, you're going to perceive everything the wrong way.
Everything's going to be a slight.
Everything.
They make medication for that, I'm sure.
Not enough.
LP isn't hiding board. Well, apparently someone did a few times, I guess.
Yeah, that's
okay.
Okay.
And so the answer is you're right here.
Okay. I might have a message in my messenger in 2023 where she said something on a video. She didn't see him looking at her there.
Wow. Thank you. All right. On or about July 21st, 2021, Miss Preston, Mr. Cook listed their Northport, Florida house for sale. Do you know anything about that?
I don't have any interaction with that, but I'm very aware of it, of course, that she did list her property for sale. So that is correct.
Okay.
After viewing the property where the picture was taken and all of that, that's when she listed it after that point.
And I see. All right. Are you familiar with that? She stated on Facebook the day she took that picture that Mr. Hales was her new neighbor.
I have seen a message or a post, a comment, but I don't know the exact wording on it. But yeah, I'm aware of it.
So Miss Preston on July of 2021 was not Mr. Hale's neighbor.
Oh dear. I believe she had an oral arrangement with a realtor, and that's why she went home to sell her property. So she wasn't his neighbor yet.
Right. So she had an oral arrangement, and she did not become Mr. Hale's neighbor until October 2021, correct?
Until she sold her property and was able to purchase the property.
Right. You've already given us the reasons Michelle Preston, or I'm sorry. I keep saying Michelle Preston. You've already given us the reasons why Miss Preston wanted to move, have to buy that property. Are there any other reasons why of that she would buy this property across from Mr. Hales?
Not that I can think of.
Okay. All right.
Oh, there was one.
What?
When she mentioned getting her child away from the COVID. But the thing that is strange though, she said that she looked at the property in 2018, but when did COVID start? COVID didn't start it.
The court can take judicial notice that there was no beer bug in 2018, for example.
It was 2019 as well. I don't think there wasn't. What year was COVID? I think it was 2020, wasn't it? Oh my gosh.
Generally acknowledged January, February 2020. So prior to January of 2020, Miss Preston said she wanted to move away from Northport, Florida to get away from Coof.
Well, she told me the reason that she wanted to move to Otter Creek was because it was a small town, and the town where she was in Northport was a large town, congested, and she felt that there would be less chance of COVID.
Right. So to fear less chance of the beer bug as a reason to move to Otter Creek, Florida would have to be while it actually existed, correct?
Yeah,
Okay.
I would assume so.
Right. All right. Thank you. Now it says between December 21 and February 23, Miss Preston and Mr. Crook created multiple local Levy County Facebook pages. Do you know about that?
Oh, that was right. Probably right before I started to learn about the case. And I know that there were pages that I didn't. There was only one page, I think, that she added me to at some point. But I knew of a page that Cook had, and
Was that
I went to that page to look at it.
okay. Okay.
And I saw alarming things on that page. And I even wrote to him in Messenger. I believe it was in Messenger that, you know, that page, you shouldn't be writing things like that. Like he was writing some very horrific, degrading, abusive comments regarding Jeremy's partner, George.
Yes, and he did too. That was something that was brought up in this much earlier. And you told him Mr. Crook and
Forgive me. I got distracted.
you're fine.
Bye, Pop.
Sorry,
Put
producer.
your pants back on. Put your pants back on.
Sorry, director. I got distracted from my line.
It was just dragging across the ground. I could hear it all the way over here. Put your pants on. Old man. No wonder you got distracted. I'm
I couldn't help but look. Oh my. Okay. Yes, that's when he began to not like me at that point.
Mr. Crook took offense to you saying
Yes.
questioning his posting, like you said, highly questionable post about Mr. Hale's 64661. Yes.
Yes. And he didn't like me after that point. He was very There was also another time when I approached him in Messenger about things that he was saying, and he didn't like that either. So that put an end to any real interaction with him. Soon after that, we were not in contact anymore.
Okay. Do you know approximately when or what month or year that Mr. Crook and you stopped being in contact with? Sorry, do it.
2023. I'm going to guess September, but I would have to look and get that for you and send that to you, the exact date. But it was I only had contact with him for several weeks, and that was it. So it was early on.
All right.
2023.
So do you know what Ms. Preston would ask Mr. Hales for free merchandise at some point?
That I wasn't aware of that because that was never really shared with me.
Okay, that's fine.
I do know that she did want to get to his I forget what it was called. The mill something.
What was the phrase again? Half a mil. Yeah, half a mil to the grill.
Yeah, yes, she did. I know she wanted to attend that, and I know she wanted to bring a tortoise to that.
So this is where she gets set off. Okay, so at this point is when Preston got pissed off. Okay, and she's going to go into it here. Thank you, Little Flea. V, I'm sorry. I thought that's it. My sight is really bad. Little B, I'm so sorry. Thank you, Little B. You are so awesome.
Oh dear.
I'm sorry about that.
Yeah.
My eyes crossed there for a second, and I was like, that can't say, because it looked like Flea like run away from. I was like, why are you running? That was the first thing that I thought. I was like, I don't understand why she's running. I don't leave.
I don't understand.
So let's see. I do know that she didn't want to go. It was the $500,000, and the question was, so yeah, $500,000 to the grill.
Yes, yes, she did. I know she wanted to attend that, and I know she wanted to bring a tortoise to that.
Right. And it would be like an advertisement of her tortoise rescue.
Are you me again, or are you Miss Wolf again?
Oh, I'm sorry. Right. Right. I'm so sorry.
Don't mess up your lines, okay?
Okay.
Okay. We have to keep each other straight.
I'm always straight.
Me too.
Except when I'm not.
Except when I'm not. Okay. And it would be like an advertisement of her tortoise rescue.
So she would get free exposure. Like she would expose herself and to the public of Mr. Hales.
Right.
You got to let me finish. Please let me finish. Oh God, I'm so close.
I'm
Miss
sorry.
Preston knew. Oh,
I get so excited.
Miss Wolf. Preston knew she would get exposure to Mr. Hale's donators. If she was able to promote herself at the $500,000 to grill event.
Yes.
Do you know whether or not Mr. Hale said that he would say okay to that? I don't see any reason he would say
no.
Okay to
There is no reason a man would just be like, hey, come just party crash on my fundraising event. That's a fabulous. This is my business event. Why don't you come in uninvited? Sure. And show off your hurdles.
There is a brief Mr. Foreskin here. Objection to the word donators. The word is donors.
It depends on your context.
Well, the donors are donators.
The donors are donating, so they can
all
be
over
donators.
my face. Got it all over my face. It just was explosive.
Oh, Lord, forgive me. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Let's see. Okay, the witness. I do know that he said no to her on bringing a tortoise. That I'm aware of.
Okay. But did he say she could attend the $500,000 to the grill for free?
From what I was told, he did say that she could attend, but she wanted to, I believe, include her tortoise.
Okay. And okay.
I'm sorry. I'm imagining bringing a big turtle to a party and like a little top hat and a little bow tie. You know, hello, my darling.
Hello.
Hello, my ragtime gal.
Hello, my darling. Hello, my lovely. Hello, my ragtime gal. Send me a kiss by wire. Baby, my heart's on fire. If you receive me, honey, don't leave me. Maybe we'll be left alone. Oh, baby, hold me and tell me I'm your own.
Oh my gosh, how many more props do you have back there? Because I've got more imaginations in my head. Oh gosh, so the turtle with a margarita glass and some sunglasses and a little sombrero.
I got a coffee cup from this morning. Does that work?
Okay.
How about a
Okay.
flashlight?
A fleshlight? No, wait.
A
What?
flashlight. Flashlight. Jeez.
Oh, so it's like a little ninja turtle. Yes.
It's a mini flashlight for those of us that are not well endowed.
It's a Navy SEAL turtle.
It's a Navy SEAL.
A tactical turtle. Yeah.
It's a tactical turtle. It's a turtle head poking out there.
Oh, God.
No, don't bring your turtle head. I don't want to see it. Out of my face. Oh.
Okay.
Oh.
All right. And I don't know any more details of that other than that.
Do you know that Miss Preston wanted to bring it? She wanted to bring a box to get donations in with her to seek donations from Mr. Hale's donors.
That I heard as well, but I don't have confirmation of that on paper. Like if I have it,
Okay, confirmation on paper. Let's make sure I ask you what you know. It doesn't matter about.
yeah. Yes. Yes.
So you know that Mr. Hale said it would be okay for Miss Preston to attend half a mil to grill event, correct?
Yes. Yes.
Do you know whether or not Miss Preston also has she can seek donations all over her face at the event for Mr. Hale's donors?
From what I understood it to be, because I didn't go into that very much, I didn't know what the case was about at that time. She wanted to have some kind of booth or I guess a place where she had her section there where she could kind of I guess advertise a tortoise rescue and have a tortoise there.
What about a donation box or seeking donations in that box? Do you know anything about that?
I recall hearing something about that, but I can't pinpoint exactly what it was.
Okay, well, that's fine. That's
To
fine.
me, it wasn't important at the time, so I didn't document it in my mind or paper, you know.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to document that at all. Okay, if you don't know it, that's where
No.
all we're seeking. That's fine. Do you know anything about Mr. Hale's giving Miss Preston 2 leap pads?
Yes. I do know about that.
Do you know well, how do you know about that? Or tell us what you know.
I think the leap pads from a unit that he had to give to the child, and he gave them to her for the child, or she offered. She said she offered to pay for them, but he gave them to her, and that's what I was told.
Okay, so she never paid anything for the leap pads, right?
No, according to her, she offered to pay for them, but he gave them to her. That's what she had told me.
All right. So at what the point here is here. What did you know that Mr. Hales told her you cannot bring a donation box to get filled at half a mil to the grill event? Gotcha. It's like throwing what do you call that? A hot dog down a hallway.
So wrong. Okay.
Hollow down the sides.
The box is closed. Good night, gentlemen. The box is closed. From what my memory was, there was an incident where that occurred, and not to bring the tortoise and or the donation box. But I can't pinpoint exactly which one it was because it wasn't to me that significant at the time then. So I didn't I didn't register with me, but I remember vaguely having that conversation.
So you're saying her box was inconsequential with Miss
Her
Preston?
box meant nothing to me, and it did not register. It was something that really, honestly, I wanted to ignore. I didn't want it in my mind or my life. I chose to ignore
It's like,
this.
is there a rabbit in the hat? Oh, with Miss Preston,
Yes.
do you know what Miss Preston's reaction was to Mr. Hale saying no to her?
It it seemed like it wasn't a good reaction, but I don't remember exactly what it was.
Okay.
It wasn't a positive reaction.
Okay. All right. That Mr. Sorry. Miss Preston that time said to Mr. Hales, "You've met your match."
Yes.
Tell us what you know about that.
I just remember that statement. I remember, I believe it was in a comment or a text, almost like a challenging him statement. That's how I view it.
Wow. And in your interviews and discussions with Miss Preston, did you ever elaborate on that? What did you mean by "you met your match, Mr. Hales"?
I I think she was muscling up.
Well,
Oh, that's a
with a box
scary
like
thought
that,
in my
she
head.
with,
Oh.
with a box like that, she needed to muscle.
Mm,
Just- just
mm.
elaborate for us.
We didn't go into great detail, so I just remember
You took it up,
I'm muscling up.
muscling up. Hmm. So she was now going to start fighting Mr. Hales. Is that how you interpreted it?
Yes, yes. Stand her ground kind of a a tone.
Whoa, well, in Florida, stand your ground has a completely different
Yes,
meaning.
it does.
Same way in Tennessee, same
Yep.
way in Georgia. Yeah, there's a reason why you don't see the protesters like standing on the interstate in Georgia, or like trying to pull people out of their cars in Georgia.
Yeah, there's a very good reason for that.
I didn't know this whenever I first moved here. It might have not even been at the time that I moved here. It went back in the 90s. It may not have been law, but they consider your automobile an extension
Mhm,
of your home.
mhm, mhm.
Yeah.
Yep, the castle clause. Yep,
Mhm, mhm.
or castle doctrine, I think is the actual term.
Something like that.
Yeah. Okay. Okay, meaning stand strong and just, muscle up against him.
Okay, but you don't mean stand your ground, protect your properties.
Oh, no, no, no.
Okay, she just wasn't going to hear no and just walk away. Is that fair to say?
Right. Um, she was going to just stay in her position of whatever her position was.
Well, I like a doggy style.
That poor
Okay.
turtle.
All right, that poor turtle. So did she at what point, I know she has, you've already testified to this, but at what point did Miss Preston start saying further negative comments in addition to the Russell Meeks comment to you about Mr. Hales?
Oh, wait. It started immediately that he was framing her.
Well, one by one, what do you mean by framing her? Was he doing the whole director's cut? Was he
I'm ready for
framing
my
her?
close-up, Mr. DeMille.
What do you mean?
Accusing her of things that she wasn't doing.
Uh, well, did she say anything specific or just saying he's amusing me? Oh, accusing me of things I'm not doing.
Every time something would happen, she would say she didn't do it and he was creating it. She had me
Back in 2023?
Yeah. She had me believing that he was purposely framing her to get her in legal trouble. Okay, I gotta stop.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Gotta stop. So, a man who has successful businesses, who owned property prior to this person ever arriving in this community,
Mhm.
who had thousands of followers, was focusing his time and attention on framing her.
Not thousands of followers, hundreds
Hundreds
of
of
thousands
thousands of
of
followers.
followers.
The delusion is so deep.
Yes.
Damn.
Yes.
See, I'm a complete layman to this stuff. I think I may have mentioned I try to avoid anything
This
I
kind
even
of
avoid reality TV. Like, I don't
Yes,
like it. I just don't
I
care
don't
for
either.
it.
No.
Because it's just, I'm like, "Ugh, can't we humans do a little bit better than this?" So this is just so amazing to me.
Right.
The whole
And
thing.
and you have to remember that everybody that has been watching this and tracking this and talking about it and discussing it. Imagine, see, you have to understand that Jeremy didn't post anything about her. Through all of this early on stuff, he
Yeah.
never posted anything about her, never talked
Well,
about her, never
yeah.
discussed her. It was literally just, okay, I've got a crazy neighbor, whatever, I'm just document everything. And, if
Yes.
something happens, then fine, whatever. It wasn't until she ran for public office, because then she became a public figure, that he was able to say anything.
That makes absolute logical sense.
Because
As soon
Jeremy
as you do throw your hat into the campaign arena, you are then fit for the scrutiny of the public eye.
Yes.
Wow.
But she was after him this whole time. And it's
Well,
the same thing. Like a lot of this stuff, Jeremy had no idea about. He had no idea that this is something that she's going to do.
well, who gets in the mind of a crazy person? You really don't want to be in that.
No, you
And you
just
definitely
avoid
don't want to
them as
be on
much as
the other
possible.
end of it. Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah, it got much, much worse before he was able to even talk about this.
Holy
And
French.
there's still things, and I don't know this for a fact, but I would imagine that there are probably quite a few things that he still can't even talk about.
Yeah. I imagine. Because some of it, I would think at first it'd be like, okay, I've dealt with some people who are a little off their rockers before. You just kind of go through it. You manage this in a very professional manner. If you have to get legal involved, then you do. But this came up to a whole different level.
Yes. Yes, and then because of the threats on his life with John Cook and her, he went and got a restraining order.
And
And
rightfully so, because to be looking at this from a very detached 30,000 foot perspective, the minute, and he would have had no way of knowing this, but the minute she was looking at the property close to him as a follower to him, and he wouldn't know because he has hundreds of thousands of people,
followers. Right.
followers. He wouldn't know if anyone was pursuing him to such an extent where they would buy property right next to him.
Exactly.
I bet he's on guard now, though.
Yes, absolutely. When last time I talked to Jeremy, well, it was the last time before, he said something that really stuck with me. He said one of the things that you need to do whenever your channel starts to grow, and he said, because you're covering this, more than likely your channel will grow. It
Yeah.
is just one of those things that
Well, I
happens,
have
because this was
noticed
a
that,
very
yeah, the followers have been very generous. I've had several new subscribers, and I'm very appreciative for that. Thank you.
yeah.
My channel is extremely boring, and I
It is not boring, Diva.
thank you for coming and sitting on my porch with me. It's very boring, though.
Some people are just happy to hang out on your porch, Diva.
Yeah,
They're
and that's
fine with it.
fine. Stop by. I appreciate it. Come by. Have a lemonade,
Yeah.
maybe a biscuit, buttered. Oh, that
Hmm.
sounds bad. Um,
Buttermilk biscuit.
I love a buttered biscuit.
I still have that too.
I know. I know.
Thank God.
I remember the first time you played that for me, I was like, that's not my voice. That is
It
not
is
me.
not her voice. If you guys are wondering what we're talking about, I think I still have that. Let me check.
I was like, that's not me, Shizzy. I don't know where that.
It is not Diva. I can guarantee you it is not Diva. Let me check. I know that I have that on here, just so you guys understand what we're talking about. I think it's in this.
It's in
this
your intro. Yeah.
It's in one of them. I've got multiple intros. Let me see if I've got it here. And whenever you hear it, you're going to go, "Oh my God, is that Diva?" And I guarantee you, it is not Diva at all. Like,
It
I
didn't
was-
sound like me when I heard it.
no, but it is. Whenever you hear the voice, you're going to go, "Oh my God, that is so just like, wow!" Like, who did that? Like, it is so good.
Maybe I did do it. I don't know.
I did remove it. I did remove it.
You
I
did.
think so.
Yeah.
Yeah. I had to remove it. And it wasn't that I had to remove it. I just removed it to make space for some other
Yeah,
stuff.
you got to make space. Unless you have like a separate storage unit, for your data.
Well, no, StreamYard only allows so many things on.
That's true
on
too. That's true
StreamYard.
too.
So that's it's removed from StreamYard. I still have the song, the thing where
The clip.
it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, I still have the clip. It's not as good as this one.
Calm your tits.
That's a good one.
That is a good one.
That's
I
not me
love
though.
that one.
That's not me.
No,
that's
not
Jessica
you.
Reloaded. Yeah.
Yeah, that's Junior. I love that one. But no, it's he said, you need to protect yourself. Like,
Yeah.
you're because that was something that he said, that he was naive in that, where he was just like, I mean, who would think that anybody would follow over to live next door to you and then expect things from you?
Okay. This is very extreme.
Your microphone's crapping.
Dang it. What is wrong with me? Is it any better or worse? No. Still bad?
It's worse. It's worse. Yeah.
Shit.
Yeah. Just exit, come right back. It'll clear up. But yes, Jeremy did say to, protect yourself. Safety is very, very important, especially in this YouTube space. I remember who said it and where. Yes, I do too. I remember exactly where she said it, when she said it, and what reference it was to. It was pretty damn awesome.
And she's back.
Yes, she's back. I love the shirt. That is so sparkly, so festive.
I mean, it's New Year's. We have to celebrate.
See, now you're going to want me. Now I'm going to just have to show up naked on the expert.
I never said that. I never
What
requested that.
That's what I heard.
Nope.
Yep.
Nope. Mm-mm. So Volstorm said that StreamYard does this sometimes. It just gets weird.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Okay. I was like,
Yeah.
this damn Wi-Fi? What the hell? What is
And
going on?
I'm curious, Volstorm, maybe you can answer. Is that what mine sounds like whenever it starts crapping out? Because I don't hear it. So
Yeah, you don't hear it on our end. Like I heard nothing, and I can already see my videos not syncing well. Dang it.
yeah.
Okay. Fun times.
Diva loves them overalls. I do have overalls. Yes, she likes those.
Yes. He only brings them out on very, very special occasions.
Well, it might be a special occasion tonight. We'll see.
If we could
No, I
ever
won't.
read this, I'm sorry I keep doing sidebars. This is just
No, I
so
won't.
interesting. Oh, the story I
Oh,
was going
no.
to tell you. The story I was going to tell you.
Yes.
I think I must have been at like a pivotal developmental age, but I read this story, which was a true crime, and I'm not into true crime either.
Right.
But it was this book about this woman who wanted to save her relationship so badly that she knew she had to get pregnant. This occurred, it's a real life story, happened in like the 70s. So she stalked this woman who was pregnant while she faked her pregnancy. And then she followed the woman to a grocery store and then kidnapped her when this woman was like 9 months pregnant, took her to a remote field with no one around, had no knife or tools with her, but there was a set of car keys. Used the car keys to cut out the child, left the woman for dead, and then took the baby home and pretended it was hers.
Yeah.
For some reason, that story at that time in my life, I was like, okay, people are fucking nuts.
Yeah.
People are capable of anything. Truly.
Yes. But
So
whenever you don't go, whenever you have no ill will towards other people, you're not aware of these kinds of things that happen
you're not.
until something happens to you,
Yeah.
and then you become hyper vigilant.
And I feel like you can go one of two ways, where you can be really bitter towards humanity, or you can be like, okay, I know people are crazy. So
Yes.
I will love them from afar. Because I really do. I try to practice my faith, and I will love them from afar. But I also know there was a reason why those swine went off the cliff, because
Mhm.
people can be tainted.
Yes. And it says it happened in 85 or 86 in New Mexico.
Yeah, it was something like
that sounds about right.
it was something
Yeah,
like
I mean,
that. But it's not
it's
an isolated case either. This has happened several times where someone has been murdered for their baby. And it's
yeah.
messed
No,
up.
this is
Messed up.
and yeah, and you just and you don't know the hearts of people. That's the
You
thing. You don't
don't.
know the hearts of people, and
You-
it that because we were talking about this the other day about the toothless ones and them running what in all any way that I look at it looks like they're just running a scam. Looks like that Lynette's running a scam, and people are they say well, you have no proof of that. It's just it's one of those where if you've lived in the world long enough, you see like this common thread of shit happening, and you
exactly.
go okay, if say for example, if I was putting together a fundraiser to help out Volstorm because he's got this crazy redheaded wife that's stalking him all the time, and he's trying to get away from her. So I run a fundraiser to help him out, because that's everybody needs to do that. All right. Now, what would be the best way to do this? To
You
make
would
sure that I got good funding.
you
No,
would
to make sure
definitely
that I got funding.
definitely try to incorporate something that tugs at everyone's heartstrings. Everyone can relate to a very bad relationship.
Yeah.
Everyone can relate to being in a really tight situation. Almost everyone can really relate to that. And that's
Yes.
why this thing with Miss Preston, everyone has met someone like this in their lives. Everyone has. And whether or
And maybe
not
you
you
didn't know it.
allowed, yeah, you may not have known it. Maybe you had good boundaries and you're like, nope, bye.
Mhm.
But some of us have been suckered at least once by someone who's
Yes.
like, oh, poor me. My life is so pathetic. And that's right, boss.
It's so true. It's so
It's so
true.
true. It's so true.
So true.
But I think that's one of the reasons why this is so relatable. One, he had a huge following. Jeremy had a huge following. And then
He
all
still
of a
does.
sudden, all of this, yeah, he still does. I shouldn't say had. He's got a huge following. And then he, by no error of his own, this pops up, and it's like one of those. Remember when they used
It's
to
like
say that
Misery.
it is like Misery. Yes, that's
Yeah.
a very good
I'm your
analogy.
biggest fan.
I'm your biggest fan. Let me break your ankles with a 10-pound sledgehammer.
I'm gonna hobble you.
Oh, so you can never leave.
Well, no, you've got to finish the book. You've got to write the next chapter.
If somebody would do that with the
Ugh.
oh my God, why can't I think of that book that was never finished and then it had a horrible TV ending?
Game of Thrones.
Yes. 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 Maybe somebody, I shouldn't say that out loud either.
You can totally say that out loud because I think if people don't agree, then just tough luck.
He needed to
It
finish that
just-
book the right way, not in a hurried way.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Well,
but Misery, that's a
but
good movie.
but again, if I was raising money for Volstorm, the thing that I would do is I would make sure that it was transparent to everybody that was donating.
Oh, like
I
legit
would
raising money.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
Okay.
I'm not talking about a scam. I'm talking about a legit way of doing this. A legit way of doing this. And I'm talking about legit, like, because I know that he fears for his safety on a regular basis.
Every day.
He tells me about it all the time.
He does, I'm sure. Every morning. Yeah.
Every morning. But I would set up a GoFundMe so everybody could see what was being donated, and then I would have everything earmarked of like, this is for his rent of his new apartment because she's going to take the house and everything, and this is for this car rental because she's going to get the car too, and this is for his visitation rights of his daughter because that Diva is going to make sure that he never sees that child.
Who is he married to? She sounds awful.
She is horrible.
Who is this person?
But I would make sure that everything was listed out so you could see what every little donation was going to go to, what it was going to be used for, how it was going to help them out, and then as it's spent, show, well, look, we got him a trailer so he can get all of his junk out of that house.
Sorry, Shizzy, he wouldn't do it. He wouldn't do it.
He wouldn't.
He'd want a hotel. And
at a five-star hotel.
He'd have a preference,
steak dinners
at least, or some good barbecue.
Well,
at the
good
very
barbecue.
least, yeah.
But I would make sure that it was all set up. Everybody could visibly see that. If we were getting in some new toiletries, a new washer dryer, I want to make sure that everybody's seen all of that what their donations are going to. For the maid, all that kind of stuff, because she would be.
She would have to dress. Yeah, she would have to dress in the French maid costume. He has a certain taste, so you really would want to make sure that all of his needs are accommodated with this fundraiser. You really.
This is something that they don't do. They don't show what that money is going to. They don't show anything about. They show, oh look, we built a fence. Oh look, we're working on the house. Well, that doesn't mean anything. So are they taking a big cut of this? Are they taking a small cut of it? Are they using it to go to things that they're nope, secretary? He goes, hell with the maid. I need a secretary.
Need a secretary. Yes. Another good movie.
That was a good movie.
It was a good movie. Yeah.
Yeah, it was. Oh my
Yeah.
God. I'm just, whenever you said that secretary, what a good movie. I was like, yeah, that was. And that's also not like any part of kink that interests me whatsoever, but it was just really well put together.
What? I was like, oh, okay. It was all about consent, and there was so much to that human behavior and that weird little thing that they needed from each other, and it made a decent relationship. But that was a spoiler alert. Should have notified everybody. It was a good movie though.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Well, if you haven't seen it, that was what, made in the 80s or 90s or something?
No, it was like late 90s, I think.
Yeah.
I think that
so
was
if you haven't seen it, well, then you need to go watch it. And
yeah.
Because the interactions are much better.
Yeah. I've never seen
really, really good acting.
What's her name? Megan Gyllenhaal? What is her name?
Yeah, Gyllenhaal.
Yeah, it's Jake Gyllenhaal's sister. And she's never looked sexy in anything except that movie. Yeah.
Yeah. And it's got what's his name? Did
Sprader?
Yeah, Jeff Spader.
James?
Yeah.
James Spader?
James Spader. Yeah, James Spader.
Yeah. And he's never looked sexy in anything except for that movie. Uh-oh. I'm not on camera, sir.
You are?
I'm not. I am now.
You are now?
I am now.
Yeah.
You are now?
Hey, buddy.
Look, it's not French maid, it's secretary. Secretary. Let's get it straight.
You look nice in that shirt, by the way.
I do.
You look really good in that.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah.
Okay. I think your fundraiser plans are not going to go well.
Oh.
Yeah, sorry, Shizzy.
Well, we tried.
You tried. You made a valiant effort.
Oh my God. But I mean, but that's all I'm saying is these are the things that they never did. And so, whenever you start reading through this, you realize that almost everything about Lynette is a scam.
Yeah.
Every interaction that she has is trying to grift something from somebody else without having to do any work to achieve that.
Yes. Very much.
Does that make sense? I mean,
it makes sense to me.
That's sort of the vibe I get from her. Like
everything is a hustle. Everything is a hustle. And it's either a hustle for money or a hustle for ego or an affirmation.
Yes.
One or the other. Nothing benevolent or to the greater good of mankind or, to the betterment of her family. No.
Or it's like the guy sitting out. I mean, to me, I equate it equivalent to the guy that sits out in front of a convenience store begging for change, saying that help me, I'm a homeless veteran, which he never was a veteran, and he's holding this out, hoping that somebody gives him some money, when all he's going to do is he's going to go and get some alcohol.
Yeah, and you know what's funny about that? I'm kind of glad you brought that up. I don't often give to a panhandler, but I have, because sometimes I feel led to do it, not because they've manipulated me or told me anything. I just get a sense, and I'm like, okay, I'll give you a couple of bucks because I feel led to do this.
Right. The ones that I've always given money to are the ones that come up and have a little sign that says I need money for alcohol.
Yeah, if they're forthright and candid about what they need, yeah, Okay.
It's like I've got I'm homeless and I'm an alcoholic and I'm gonna die homeless and an
Yeah.
alcoholic and I'm happy with that situation.
Yeah, because in truth, if they are homeless and an alcoholic, it's not the obviously you can't pay for them to go to rehab, but you
Mhm.
can at least give them another day by giving them a drop of alcohol. And that's awful.
Yeah,
I hate that, but it is how it is.
yeah. And I'd rather give the Panhandler who said he was gonna buy booze. Exactly. And
Yeah.
that's all I'm saying is I they don't realize how willing people would be to help her out if she was honest about it.
Yeah. Be like, I suck with finances. I have gotten myself in a situation well over my head.
And
Can
I'm
y'all
gonna
help
probably
me
get
out?
and I'm gonna get right back in that same situation again as soon as you give me money.
This will just give me a little bump to get over, over this wave, but I'm still going to be in this ocean. Yeah.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
mean, it's okay.
It's such
Sorry.
a moral dilemma.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll get back in character. Sorry. We digressed. We
No,
digressed
that's fine. That's
extensively.
fine because it is important that we do talk about this.
Mhm. Mhm. Okay. Yeah. She had me believing that he was purposely framing her to get her in legal trouble.
Okay. Are you familiar with the post that Miss Preston made on social media that she said Jeremy Hales only thinks about says Miss Junk? Right.
I mean, his business is junk. Isn't that part of his business where he gets into people's,
Junk.
yeah,
Junk.
lost, surrendered storage containers, and it is essentially junk, and you have to really like pour through that crap.
Yeah, and the size of it is going to be
The
enormous.
size of it is going to be important. There might be something valuable in there.
Exactly.
Okay. Yes.
Did you ever speak to Miss Preston about that comment?
No, but it was shaming in my opinion, but
Okay. Are you familiar with these road signs that were placed around Otter Creek? And if you don't know what that means, there were some offensive signs that were posted around Otter Creek that had claiming Jeremy Hales was a grapist, that he was an Ohio grapist, that they didn't want Ohio grapists there, that he wanted that he was raped her daughter or did something. I mean, it was just like
what?
all the. Mm. These were very defamatory signs.
Are there pictures of these?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not gonna show those pictures,
No,
but
no,
they
I
were
would, yeah, I wouldn't want to see them, but for the interest of the court, I would feel like that's very important information to know. Like
yes.
not here in this setting, but for the court setting. Okay. I'm familiar with those.
Yeah, the junk in his trunk referred to the amount of stuff hauled from a storage unit. Yeah.
That's depends on the context, but yes, I can see. Okay.
Mhm.
I'm
Oh,
familiar with those.
looks like, Foreskin is jumping in here again. Mm, okay. I'm familiar wait, it
I'm
says,
familiar.
Florida
I'm familiar with those.
okay, tell us everything you know about those.
Well, she's insisting that she didn't write them.
I'm just going to say again that I really have no idea how this could possibly be relevant because she was certainly not involved in any of that at the time. But go ahead.
You have to build a chain of related events so it's absolutely relevant.
Yeah.
Ugh. At least he's paying attention at this point, though,
Mhm.
where he's able to make
He
an
wa
infection.
he wasn't before. I mean, they went
Yeah, he
they
wasn't.
no. Oh my god. I'm sorry. That is a speaking objection to a witness, and I'm going to ask you to shut your cake hole and don't do that again because it's really highly relevant. It's part of the complaint, which I'm showing on the screen. If this happens again, I'm going to reach through that screen. I'm going to jack slap you all over the place, and I will actually call the magistrate that it's really inappropriate counsel. So, in our complaint that we're taking your deposition on paragraph 28, these are these the signs that you know were placed around Otter Creek, Florida?
From what I understand, from what I've seen in videos and from what I've seen in police records, because obviously I collect a lot of police records, I'm very aware of these signs. Yes.
Okay. Before we were so rudely interrupted, let's go back. Tell us what you know about these signs.
According to the record, I guess according to, if you want to go according to records, the signs were allegedly put up in Otter Creek defaming Mr. Hales.
Right. And Miss Preston denied anything to do with them.
She told me that she didn't do it. She didn't do it. She said that John was writing any signs that were written regarding like the politics and any signs that were written at all. She would always say that John writes these signs, but she didn't specifically say he wrote these. But she said, if anything, it would have been him because she doesn't write any signs.
I take it as you're testifying, Miss Preston doesn't have a lot of nice things to say about Mr. Cook.
No, she said a lot of things to me that are alarming to me.
Yet they stay together, just don't they?
Yes.
Do you know any, well,
Well,
sorry.
she does plan to get them. She does plan to get rid of them. According to her, she told me that as soon as she has money, she's going to get rid of them.
Did Mr. Cook ever talk about his relationship with Miss Preston to you?
No, the only time I had any interaction with him was when he was in the background, when she would be on the phone with me, or a very short period of time when we did message and messenger in the very beginning when I was collecting on the story, mostly really collecting on Town Hall.
Did Mr. Cook ever yell at you?
Yes.
Tell us all about that.
I've heard him yell in the background on the phone.
Who was he? Who was he yelling at? Who was he yelling on the? Do you know who he was? Who he was yelling at when you heard him on the background on the phone?
He was not very fond of me.
Oh, so Miss Preston would be speaking with you, and he would be insulting you in the background, Mr. Cook?
Well, if I asked certain questions that they both felt, I had questions when things would be said to me on the phone. I asked questions because some things that were said to me were alarming to me. And if I tried to ask questions of those things, they would get angry at me, both of them.
Both of them? Okay.
Yeah.
Tell us more of these things that you felt when you heard them were alarming.
One is going to really hit my heart because it actually haunted me for the last over a year now. And I actually spoke to attorney Bruce Matskin about it. And I spoke to him in the very beginning when he first came into this case about my concerns.
What did you tell Mr. Foreskin when you came at the very beginning?
That I was concerned about the safety of the child, or the risk the child was in based on the things I heard on the phone.
Were you specific about what you heard on the phone?
Yeah. Yeah. Yes, I told him what.
Tell us. It's okay. Like, I see your
Oh, all right. I'm going to say what. There were a couple of things that were said to me on the phone.
okay.
The first thing that happened was I was on the phone with her, and I don't know if this was during an interview. And it will be on the audio, and I'll try to find it if it was there.
Okay.
The child was trying to have her attention in a very normal manner, the way children do. I mean, when my child was little, whenever I was on the phone or talking to anybody, he would be all over me, climbing up my leg, "Mama." And I would have to get, you just lovingly hug them and pick them up and put them on your hip while you do what you have to do when you're a mother. Well, every time I would talk to her, she was very abrasive to the child and in a non-loving tone that was so harsh that I would speak up at times and say, "Don't talk." Try to get her not to talk to her that way. But one day, when the child was trying to get her attention while we were on the phone, she threatened her with melatonin. She has a Can I say this? Can I say something that's slightly medical? Am I allowed to do that?
It was revealed to you through Miss Preston.
Yes.
Then please.
She threatened the child in her NICU button, she called it. She threatened to dose her with melatonin, and the child reacted in a fearful way that just this is the first time I left the case because I didn't know what to do about it.
What was the child doing wrong? Do you know what made Miss Preston threaten her with
She was just talking and acting, behaving like a normal child.
oh, like you were saying, like when you're a parent and you're on the phone and the child
Yes. Yes.
wants attention.
Yes, she was being a normal child and very joyful. The child is extremely joyful, just always full of joy, as children are, just full of joy. And she was trying to have some attention, and she was threatened with that. And I found that to be extremely concerning, enough so that I spoke to somebody about it. I messaged somebody about it. I didn't put it out to the public. Somebody else did, and a CPS call was made regarding what I heard.
I'm trying to understand it though. Is an overdose of melatonin what was the thing just to give her melatonin?
It was a threat to knock her out with the melatonin.
Oh, knock her out?
To put her to sleep with the melatonin. The child was completely in fear of it.
And she used the words melatonin to the child.
Yeah. Yes.
And it appeared the child understood what it meant.
Yes. Yeah.
Do you know what Miss Preston on a 911 call said to her daughter? If you don't shut up, words to that effect, if you don't shut up, I'm going to spank you in the mouth.
That was a turning point for me because she told me all along she had never, ever once hit her child and never would hit her child. In fact, I have it in a text. I have that in a text, her telling me that. And when I saw that video that Jeremy put out, when it hit me in the face. That was the moment that I looked at Jeremy differently, and I saw him glowing like a light, and that is the truth from my heart. I saw him glowing because he was telling the world something that they needed to know. I didn't know anyone that would ever threatened to hit a special needs child in the mouth that way. I don't know anyone that would ever do that. And it struck me so much that I laid in bed crying that whole day after I heard his video. And I realized what his videos meant in that moment.
Is this being videotaped, Mr. Socket?
It is not, sir. Okay, it is not. I suggest you refer to the deposition notices in the future. But okay, I'm so sorry.
It cannot be hidden. So videotape or not, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. That video changed everything for me in this case. I went to Mr. Matskin with that, and I spoke up about it, and he ignored it. He didn't even respond.
He acted like he didn't hear what you were saying.
Yeah, he spoke about something else. He asked me for Mary DeGroot's voice clip for the Two Lees YouTube show.
Which clip? I'm sorry. What did you mean? What?
He wanted an audio of Mary DeGroot that I collected
Oh,
regarding that threat on Mr. Meeks because she told the same thing. She was told the same thing. He wanted him and Preston and the Two Lees show wanted that audio clip for Scoop on the show. And
so why would you have that audio clip?
I collected it. I collected everything from the beginning of this case. I collected the police file.
I see. You collect it as part of your journalism research.
Yes, I don't have a
Not as part of Mr. Foreskin's legal team, right?
correct. I collected everything for journalism, and there are reports that they are claiming that I withheld from them in the contempt cases, and that is not true. The police never released those reports until after that court case was over because it was under investigation. And everybody knows that when something is under investigation, they don't release those records to you. So I don't appreciate their allegations toward me that I withheld material because I never did. They never asked me for any police record.
And when you say their allegations, whom are you referring to?
Two Lees in a Pod on their show are making false allegations against me, saying that I fabricated evidence, which never happened, and that I withheld records, causing her contempt court case to go wrong, blaming me for her contempt court case because I withheld records. But the sheriff did not give me those records. They were under investigation at the time that the court hearing was going on.
Okay, so let me get this straight. You're being blamed of withholding something that's available to the public.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, the lawyers could have went and got those records themselves. Yes.
Right. And who represented? Are you talking about the Ohio proceeding when you say
Yes.
And Mr. Preston had an attorney in Ohio, isn't that right?
Yeah.
Do you know anything about that?
No, I'm not involved in any correspondence with that attorney.
Man, I just have to say I am so impressed with Shockett because that part with the child, how he's been able to redirect the questioning because of how she was reacting to it. I mean, it almost bleeds tears on the paper. because I'm just sitting. I mean, that just
So,
hearing you read that in that
yeah.
voice, just it's heartbreaking.
And there's
'Cause
probably some people who are aware of this, but if you have a child with any identified special needs, you, as a parent or a guardian, you qualify for monetary benefits. And then as a foster or adoptive, you also qualify for additional monetary benefits. And it's a tragic system, truly, that there are some children who are brought into homes strictly for the monetary gain, the financial benefits that may come with having them in the household. And I would find few people who are not hard pressed to be emotionally torn by being a witness to any form of abuse to a child who is completely innocent, but being subject to an environment which, one, is hostile. Two, you also see it's for monetary gain.
yes,
Yeah.
I mean, but seeing how Shaka was able to steer this whole
Yeah.
conversation,
Kudos to him.
I mean, because fuck me, sorry. Mhm. And Miss Preston had an attorney in Ohio, isn't that right?
Yes.
Do you know anything about that?
No, I'm not involved in any correspondence with that attorney.
Do you know how Miss Preston came to acquire that attorney in Ohio?
Yes.
Tell us.
Well, there was a show that Bruce wanted me to do, YouTube shows in the very, very beginning. Trying to remember the date. It would have been June, I believe. I think it was toward the.
I'm gonna take a short break.
Are you taking a break, Shizzy? Okay.
Just like a couple minute break.
Okay. You can play some entertainment.
Yes, I'm going to play just a little bit of music for you guys. So just bear with me. I'll have a little old coffee break.
Sandy shores, get a tan, Rambo the orangutan. Driving a golf cart, oh man, Rambo is half crazy, yes he can. Well, that SOB's a sight to F and see. Oh, Rambo's rolling, rolling, rolling. As the sun, he's free at last. While Shizzy has his coffee, these two are having an effing blast. Oh, Rambo's rolling, rolling, rolling. As the sun, he's free at last. While Shizzy has his coffee, these two are having an effing blast. Shizzy on the dunes, coffee in hand. Rambo is a loon, and Shizzy is, well, that is too dirty to say here. Shizzy on the dunes, coffee in hand. Rambo is a loon, and Shizzy is that is too dirty to say here, Oh, Rambo's rolling, rolling, rolling. As the sun, he's free at last. While Shizzy has his coffee, these two are having an effing blast. Otters in the surf, hummingbirds in the sky. Rambo honks the horn and spits in Shizzy's eye. Oh my! Oh, Rambo's rolling, rolling, rolling. As the sun, he's free at last. While Shizzy has his coffee, these two are having an effing blast. Oh, Rambo's rolling. Rambo takes a turn, driving to the wave. Otters wave their paws, telling Rambo, not sure, but if you could understand otter, it probably wasn't nice. Rambo takes a turn, driving to the waves. Otters wave their paws, telling Rambo, not sure, but if you could understand, Otter, it probably wasn't nice. Oh, Rambo's rolling, 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 as the sun he's free at last. While Shizzy has his coffee, these two are having a neffing blast. So here's to Rambo, otters and hummingbirds by the edge of the ocean. And Shizzy, well, he might just be there too. Well, here's to Rambo, otters and hummingbirds by the edge of the ocean. And Shizzy, well, he might just be there too.
Oh yeah. This next little section looks like it's going to be Shockett and Metzkin going at it.
Oh, do you need a counter?
Yeah, I do.
I don't know if I can do.
Well,
Maybe another talent will just
yeah,
pop in.
pop in there. Maybe they will.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Maybe they will. We'll see if
will.
they
No,
do on this happy New Year's Eve.
on this happy New Year's Eve, because yeah, this this part has been just like I think somebody said in chat is just like everybody got to this part in the deposition and had to take a break.
Yeah.
Because it is so damn emotional, and you can I mean, it just bleeds on that paper. You see it, you're just
It
like,
does.
oh
Even without someone reading it, you can catch the tone.
yeah.
That it,
Oh,
and if you have any decent sense of humanity, your heart goes out to that little kiddo who's.
yeah.
And I'm a complete bystander, like I am completely out of the loop on this stuff. And if I'm reading this and I'm, of course, from a devil's advocate side, of course, this is just one person's perspective.
Right.
So, there is that, but
But
definitely red flags. Red flags are flying.
well, and it's not just their perspective. It is
Right.
also it is also on a 911 call.
Exactly. A
And
complete third party, unbiased. Because
But
that is the bane, is the bias.
but they're
Whenever
a
there is,
they're a mandatory reporter.
yeah, yeah,
911 operator is a mandatory reporter.
they are indeed. So, okay, just sidebar again. What was the 911 call for?
Oh,
Because it obviously wasn't related to the child in this.
no, it was not related to the child in this. Let me pull that up. That might make a little bit more sense.
Like if it was a call of, hey, I'm being harassed by blah, blah, blah.
Oh no,
911, what's your
it's
emergency?
it's not like that. Where is it? Let's see. And is Jamie the president, public relations? Alarming sheriff. I believe it's this one because Shara. Okay. Is it this one here? I'm looking. I'm playing through it really quick and not bringing it up yet. So I'm looking for the 911 call.
You're good.
I'm not sure. That's not the one. Okay. I'm sorry.
You're good. Oh, I know dead air is a thing to be,
Yeah.
frowned on
I'm sorry.
in radio, but is it as bad on YouTube? Really?
Yeah. Sorry.
I don't know. Is it a bad thing?
It is.
Okay. That's why my channel is boring.
Sorry. I was listening through because I know that I just trust me, it's there. It's if you go to Shara's website, you can find it there. It's in one of those recordings that she has, and she has a lot of audio recordings. But it is on a 911 call, and it sets Yamaha off, like absolutely sets him off. And the reason it sets him off so much is, personal reasons beside is the fact that you've got people that are still promoting her, that are out there pushing this narrative that she's sweet and kind to her child, and it's all about taking care of this child, and she's doing everything she can to take care of this child, and it sets him off. It's like you can see him just driving stakes through the tips of his fingers because that's less painful.
There's a reason why Munchausen by proxy is a term, and a lot of people are familiar with it, but it's where someone craves attention so bad they will hurt their own child just for the attention. Now, I'm not saying that's what's occurring in this case, but the fact that that level of psychopathy is there means that there are other variations of it as well.
Yes. So back to this deposition portion.
Okay. Yeah.
All right, here we go. All right.
Well, there he is.
June 3rd, if I'm not mistaken.
Did someone say male talent?
Male talent.
We need the male
June 3rd, if I'm
talent.
not mistaken.
Well, why don't you set yourself down in a chair, Mr. Bruce?
I was gonna say, where's the words? I don't say no words.
There ain't
up
nothing to read.
I looked at the wrong screen.
June 3rd, if I'm not mistaken.
Mr. Matskin, you know what? I think we're going to do it. Yes.
So hold on.
Let's stay on record. Hold on. I'm gonna get his number. Hold on. That is the last straw, sir.
Oh, what do you mean the last straw? I was trying to be of assistance.
Bitch, please. I'm going to get the magistrate here. I'm going to have him instruct you not to do that again. You need to stop, sir. Yes, you do. You need to stop advising a witness about what to say. If that's not coaching, I don't know what is. And I can't believe I'm going to call you this, but sir.
I won't do it again, Attorney Shakespearean.
Sir, if I could trust you, I would. But everybody that has ever read this shit knows I can't.
I really thought I was just trying to assist because you were looking for the next date, as I recalled. It's all I was really doing.
Oh, but last time I checked, you were an attorney, sir. You ought to know better. Hold on, everybody.
System, Diva.
You have reached the inaudible of the United States Magistrate, Judge Zachary D. Buffer. We're not able to answer your call at this time. Please leave a detailed message, including your name, number, and reason for your call. We will return your call as soon as we're able. Record your message at the tone. When you're finished, hang up and press pound for more options.
Good morning. This is Attorney Randy Shockett. Yes, it is. I'm going to leave a message for Magistrate Judge Botholio, whatever your damn name is. Here we are in the Preston, the Hales versus Preston and Crook case. And we are taking a deposition. And I really do apologize for having to call. But we're having an issue with this little dipshit over here in the middle of a question. The witnesses offered suggestion about what her testimony should be, and I'll leave it at that. He has promised not to do it again, but hell knows we don't believe him on the record. But I'm just calling to see if we could get some sort of instruction. Yes, that's what it is. If it happens again, I will call again. I was hoping that the magistrate would be there, but in any event, my number here directly is blah, 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 blah. If the magistrate would like to call or feels a need to call, thank you.
Oh, I don't think that'll be necessary.
Thank you. Bye. Okay. All right. Go sit your little ass down. Let's get back to where we were.
So to continue, Miss Wolf, go ahead.
Can you ask that question again? Sorry.
Well, that's the problem when a witness is in the middle of a train of thought and answering. When you get a dipshit like that, when you get an interruption like that, or an instruction or additional information from an asshole, I mean an attorney, that's the problem. And you have said that you are. Do you feel threatened by Mr. Matskin for you?
I feel threatened by their entire I would call it a team, because that's how they're portraying themselves on that YouTube channel. And just last night she was saying, careful what I say. You better be careful what you say, or there's going to be a big bomb dropped, or something about me. And she also stated that Preston gave her an old iPad where we have contacts between each other on that iPad. And she stated that you better be careful because basically they're threatening to blackmail me with if I talk or say the wrong thing today. I feel intimidated.
Oh, damn. And when you say they, who do you mean?
Lisa and Tori on Two Leaves in a Pod.
And you're talking about a broadcast that was last night?
Yes.
Was that asshole on the broadcast last night? Do you know?
Well, Robbie always says that he's there in the background. He saw him on text or something. He's always present in the background, and I know that he's always present in the background because he was at the time when I was still interacting with him.
So this bonehead, as far as you know, was present last night during a broadcast in which you were told, bitch, you better be careful about what you be testifying in this deposition today, or you're going to have some very defamatory, harmful information released about you.
I have an understanding that he is present on their shows in the background as her show is going on. Yes, because Robbie has stated while he's online, oh, I saw Bruce. He's in here. Yeah.
Was Miss Preston in the group as well?
I'm sorry?
Was Miss Preston in the group last night as well?
Yeah, she was on the show last night. I saw her made a comment from
Okay.
the Pickles YouTube channel.
That's such a bad name. What you're saying is this dimwit, as an officer of the court, saw a witness being threatened, and did this dimwit contact you or ever tell you to allay your fears after that?
No. No, I didn't sleep last night because because I'm unwell from this situation, and I literally laid in bed all night with my eyes open because they were threatening some kind of criminal action against me, like I'm committing crimes that I'm not committing.
It's called
So
witness intimidation and possible extortion. We'll definitely get more into that. That is disturbing. I am so sorry. I am so sorry if you ever felt like that again in this case. Miss Preston, this dimwit, or anyone else trying to intimidate you to not say something, please let me know, please let the magistrate know. Let anyone know in this case. Let the law enforcement know that that's extremely inappropriate.
Preston sent me a threatening text as well weeks ago.
Tell us what it says.
Threatened me and said she threatened an eye for an eye and a tooth for a tooth on me.
Yeah, but she has no teeth. So if what? Did you understand it in any different way?
She doesn't want me talking. She doesn't want me talking.
And that's your understanding of it.
Yes.
Do you still have that text?
Yes.
Okay, I ask you to preserve it.
I preserved it with law enforcement, so it is very well preserved.
Oh, so you went to law enforcement.
Yes, sir.
Where did you go? Which state?
In the state of New Jersey. I can get that record. It's not available yet.
I don't want anyone to know. Just the state is enough. I don't need anyone to know where you're located in New Jersey, okay? Don't even mention a county at this point.
Okay.
I got it. Okay. Let's go back to this paragraph 29. This is about the cease and desist letter that Mr. Hales had an attorney to send to Miss Preston, Mr. Cook, on May 23rd, 2023. Do you know anything about that?
This letter in the middle here? Can I read it?
Yeah, sure.
Oh, yes, I'm aware, but she sent me a copy of that in Messenger, and I actually wondered why she didn't just follow it, because he did the right thing. Mr. Hales had not mentioned, wasn't doing anything to her on the internet at that time. I know this. And he did the right thing in sending her a cease and desist. And she said there was no reason to stop doing anything they were doing. They weren't doing anything wrong, is what she told me.
And who told you that?
Preston.
Right. So she said, well, there's nothing to cease and desist to do. So
Correct.
I'm not going to
Correct.
something like that.
She said there was nothing to follow. There was no reason
Okay.
to pay attention to it.
So I want to show you this. There's some interesting things here. I'll just whip this out right here. You know, these are some of these Facebook pages. They're Facebook pages. Shame on you. And to see if this refreshes your recollection. Otter Creek Friends and Neighbors. You ever see that one?
I've heard of that one. There was one that they included me into, and I just kind of made a comment to make an announcement that I'm going to be covering the story, and little fire under my wings kind of attitude, you know. And that was about it. I left shortly after that, but I don't remember the names of that page. It was one of these.
All right. So that was on or about May 23rd, 2023. Do you know that about 5 days later, Miss Preston, instead of just saying, I'm not doing anything, so that's fine, instead of saying that, do you know that she actually started threatening Mr. Hales after that on May 28th, 2023?
Would it be the photo where she talked about a gun or something? I know there was a photo regarding that, but
Yes. So there's actually three things she said on her social media. Do you know this? And if you don't, then like before, don't don't know anything about it. Don't say it. This is not a guess. It's what
I know.
you know that there's a penalty for guessing in depositions, not in high school. Okay, there is a penalty. But do you know anything about her, Miss Preston, posting on social media that I'm going to stand tall and not let Jeremy Hales hurt me ever again?
Yes.
What do you know about that comment?
I saw that. I saw that. I believe there might have been a photo with that comment if I recall correctly.
Right. But you just said that you know from your research that Mr. Hales hadn't done anything
No.
at that point. He
He hadn't done anything on the internet at that point. The only videos that I saw early on were the town hall situation, and that was what captured my heart initially.
Okay. So did you ever ask Miss Preston what she meant when she posted publicly that I'm going to stand tall and not let Jeremy Hales hurt me again in May of 2023?
No, I never really discussed that with her.
Okay. It was so early on that it wasn't without, going back, thinking about it now, I would have asked her because it would have been different story. But back then I didn't know the backdrop.
Oh
of the
wait, that
case
was
yet.
me.
Oh, I'm
That
sorry.
was me.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
I'm just gonna let you read it.
Well, it was so early on that I wasn't with that. Going back, thinking about it now.
Yes, do
Oh,
it with a
well,
more husky voice.
Guys, do it with my husky voice.
Yes,
It
there
was
you
so
go.
early on that it wasn't without. Going back, thinking about it now, I would have asked her because it would have been a different story. But back then, I didn't know the backup of the case yet. I was
Wow.
just beginning to collect.
I am so hot and bothered now
Thank
with
you.
that voice, Shizzy. That was
I know it's not too bad, is it?
It's not too bad. I think it's fabulous. You need to do a little bit more lisp with it if you
A little
can.
more lisp.
Yeah, just try to get in that higher octave zone. Okay.
My vocal cords don't do that anymore.
Okay. All right. That is messed up.
It's so messed up.
It is.
Okay. I'll let you read that. Okay.
It was so early on that it wasn't without, going back, thinking about it now, I would have asked her because it would have been a different story. But back then, I didn't know the backdrop of the case yet. I was just beginning to collect.
I got you. Do you know on or about May 28th, 2023, she also posted, Miss Preston, on her social media that she will put a cap in the ass of anyone who messes with her.
Yes.
And how did you interpret that?
I interpreted that to be related to a gun, a pew pew,
A pew pew.
a
Well,
boom boom,
And
a
with
boom
that,
boom stick.
and with that, ladies and gentlemen, we
Oh
will
yeah, you've
end.
got lots of comments to read. I'm sure
I know I've got lots of comments
there's
to
so
read.
much.
And then after I read these super chats, we'll tally it up. I guess I need a
Oh yeah, you need to do you. You need your own system for tallying. For like the chats.
Well, because I'm such a slacker.
Well,
Really.
loosen the margins. Loosen the margins.
Well, and
That's what I call it.
And here's the thing. I don't know if I showed these to anyone but Diva.
You haven't brought out your stickers yet.
I got stickers.
Because you're
for
a
the
good
helmet.
boy. You did so good today. You did so good.
Lisa Bird with a €5 super chat.
Nice.
Let's see. That's a blue one. Is that blue? That is blue. Okay. So me being such a good boy.
Such a
There we
good
go.
boy.
Got a blue sticker there. See? Blue sticker. And it says, Happy New Year, Shizzy and the YouTube family. Thank you so much.
So
Ooh,
nice.
we got a green one here.
Ooh.
Another 5. So that is Wendy Bono. Happy New Year, Papa Nut, Diva, and Chat. That's gonna be green. See the pretty little green one.
You have lots of
Smiley
stars.
face on it. I got lots of stars.
You do.
And thank you so much for the super chat. And ooh, we got a $25 super chat.
Holy
shot,
French.
shot. $25. Is that what color is that? Is that red?
Everybody.
Shot. $25 super chat for that one. Man, oh man, thank you so much. And we've got, wasn't that property bank owned?
Oh, was it a foreclosure? Yeah, it doesn't matter. Trespassing is trespassing.
Yes.
And pretending that a property is yours when it's not is illegal.
Yes, it is. There we go. I'm doing the Ori Borealis or something over here.
Well, there is supposed to be some more northern lights coming up.
I know. So it was another $2 super chat we got here. This is thank you both, Little B. Thank you. This thing's gonna get filled up pretty quick. I love it.
You're making the flag of Alaska there on your helmet.
Little B has been a member for 3 months.
Nice.
Best show ever with great friends and laughter. I love it. And Merry New Beer Year.
Praise to our livers.
Oh yes, the livers. Yes,
Praise to the livers.
I got another one there. So that was that? I lost track. We'll just put that down just in case. Let's see. And then we got $4 super sticker from Nanny Goat. Oh, I love it. That's a big blue one too. Gosh, lots. Oh, I got 2 different colors of blue here too.
You're not gonna know what's what.
No, because I have a purple light over here, so everything looks
everything
that
looks
is blue.
cute.
Okay. Everything looks purple. I'm like, doggone it.
It's all purple.
The super sticker and gifted 10 Shizzy Wendy.
Whoa, sweet Wendy.
That is awesome.
Nice.
I don't know what that totals up to, but I want to give you a.
How much? Yeah, I don't even know what your memberships are. I think I've membered up, but I can't remember.
I don't know. But we'll put a green star there.
I feel like that's fair. That's a fair gold star, green star.
Yeah, fair green star. Thank you so much. And I already did that one.
You did that one?
Okay.
Yeah.
And then lang may your lum leak. Happy New Year, Lily Lou. Lily Lou, I haven't seen her in such a long time. That is a $2. So much. I want to have to. Man, this is awesome. Much easier to do that. Oh, and yes, I did listen to Megan's recent Rumble, and it is so impressive. I mean, thank you so much, Bridget, for the $2 super chat. If you haven't heard, it's over on Rumble. It's over on Rumble, and she's threatening the people of Northport if they say anything.
How dare you speak the truth? Oh, another super sticker. Fun.
No, because we don't have this one's going to get a purple star. Love it. Thank you.
I like it.
I know it's supposed to be green, but purple for the super sticker.
Purple rain.
Purple rain.
If you only had
$5, Debbie Baker for $5 super sticker. Oh my gosh. Let's see. We're gonna give you a really cool gold. Cool. I mean, this thing's gonna get filled up pretty quick. I'm gonna have I'm gonna have to start doing stickers on top of stickers.
Hmm.
Thing's gonna weigh more than me at some point.
I know. And I feel like I may have to leave you, Shizzy.
Yes,
I have another event to attend.
I will see you soon.
All right. It's fun.
Um,
I thank you, chat. Thank you everyone for letting me crash this party. I appreciate it, Shizzy. Thank you.
No, thank you. And we will catch up very soon.
Mm-hmm. We will very soon.
You look
I'll see you in a
lovely.
little bit. Bye.
Bye. Thanks. And everybody, I will have her link up in there after the stream. So just pay attention. That right there was, which one was I looking at? That one was right there. I think that, yeah, 1, 2, 3, that one, $5 super sticker and a $10 super sticker. Thank you so much. We got $10 super sticker. $10 super sticker. Thank you very, very much. And another $5 super sticker. Oh my gosh. You guys are awesome. You guys are awesome. I'm going to give you a silver star for that one. I love you all. Man, oh man. You guys are going to get me you're going to get me drunk is what's going to happen. You're going to get me completely like ripped, aren't you? No, I'm just doing one shot. So you can't. $10 super sticker. Another from Debbie Baker. Thank you. Thank you so much. We got you. Oh, yeah. Yes, Diva is the bomb. In case you guys don't know, she is like one of the original people that came on for our Sunday Spice. And initially, she knows this. So initially there was supposed to be somebody else that came on. I was trying to get them to come on, and they were sort of flaky. Does that make sense? And expert said, "Why don't you reach out to Diva?" And he goes, I go, "Well, I don't know. I mean, I know Diva a little bit, but I don't know her very well." He goes, "She'll show up. Just ask her." And I did, and I'll tell you what, I have regretted it a day. And then we got another $4.99 super sticker, and out of the money donated, YouTube will take their 30%, so they will never balance with donations. Well, if we get close enough, I'll still do a nice little shot. Don't you worry about that. We got you there. Oh my gosh. Happy New Year, Kyra Lee. That is awesome. Another $10. And that one definitely gets a gold sticker, because that's awesome. Awesome. Before you know it, that helmet's going to be just filled with stars, because I'm such a good boy. Oh my gosh, we got another super sticker, a $5 super sticker from Victoria Hawk. Thank you so much. Oh, that is a beautiful husky. That is a beautiful pup right there. My wife, she had a Yorkshire Terrier. Whenever she was she had a roommate, and her boyfriend had a husky. They're married now, but her boyfriend at the time had two huskies, and one of them came in and saw this baby Yorkie. We're talking like this big. He was tiny. Like I could fit him in the palm of my hand. And that Siberian husky picked him up and started to shake him. Of course, everybody jumped on him and pulled the dog away, and the little dog was fine. That dog never feared anything after that, I will tell you. And that little dog was cool. I mean, and they ended up becoming like best of buds. Once he realized it was a dog, it was like, oh well, I guess I'm not supposed to. He's not a chew toy. Well, he looks like a chew toy, but he was pretty cool. Thank you very much, Victoria. And then Ted Wendell, super sticker for $2, super sticker. Dollar. You know, it really drives those Kankle Twins. There. Drives them absolutely bonkers whenever you guys do this stuff. Thank you so very much. Your support is very well appreciated. Little B with another $5. Oh my gosh. Now, if you guys are doing math, you're probably quicker than I am. And oh, that's a green one. Let me get the green one. Ah, there it is. I should have got got them a little more defined. These are not as defined as I thought they would be. And we've got Lady Tammy, and I'll put the thing on after I'm done here. I'll put that thing on. Lady Tammy with another $4.99. We'll just say $5 super sticker. Thank you so much. Thank you. And I'm looking for the blue. Well, I'm almost out of blue on this. That's okay because we'll start swapping out, putting the purple in place of the blue, so that way I can finish one of these things up. You guys are awesome. You guys are absolutely cool as all get out. And the Red Queen, Happy New Year and sparkle fun for Miss Diva. Yes, she is. She looks absolutely gorgeous tonight. And I am so honored to have her come on, and her presence is just she just brings something to the table that, is as much as I love both Volstorm and Yamaha. So don't get me wrong on this. Having her come in it just takes it to a totally different level. She is just a one of a kind lady. And $20 for the retired Staff Sergeant Gardner. Thank you, Shizzy, Volstorm, Dictionary Diva, Yamaha for all the interesting takes on this whole mess. The Kankle Twins need to get dictionaries to understand what words mean. Yes, they do. They really should. They really should learn exactly what those words mean, because they are so far behind. And they're about to find out. They're about to find out how bad they've done. Oh my gosh. Thank you. In the Clouds with a big ass. Holy crap. $50 super chat. Thank you. Thank you so much. And wrong one. That one right there. It's a big red one. See, big red one. All right. So let me tally this all up really quick, because I can't do that math in my head. And then I'll be firing everybody off over to the expert, and I'll be joining him shortly over there, because he's absolutely wonderful. But give me just a second, and I can tally all this up for you real quick. So 5, let's see, 5 plus 2 plus 2 plus 2 plus and 2 plus 2 plus 10 plus 5 plus 5 plus 5 plus 10 plus 5 plus 10 plus 10 plus 5 plus 5 plus 2 plus 5 plus 5 plus 5 plus 10 plus 50. Boom. There we go. That right there gets us to, not quite to 300, but that's okay. It's okay. Because it's celebration. We're going to do this one right here. Yeah, the expert is where I will be sending you to. If you have never seen the expert, he is just absolutely wonderful. He's absolutely wonderful. And that's where we're going to be going today. So you just bear with me. Let me pour this thing up, because I want to raise a toast to you, Chad. I really do. Do want to raise a toast to you. All of you in chat. This is for everything that you have done for this channel, your support, everything that you bring, everything that you offer. You offer your time, you offer your humor, and you get it. You get the jokes that we have. I thank you. YouTube thanks you. This channel thanks you. And here's to a new year. In the new year, may God bring the best of times to you. May peace find you, and may you be healthy through the next year. Everybody, cheers. Thank you. Whew. Ah, okay. Thought about popping a cork, but not gonna in case someone needs me to drive for them. Thank you, Shizzy. Here's to you joining the rest of us in 2025. Yes. Cheers, my dude. Happy New Year to all. And with that, I will see you guys over after the song ends. I'll be over there with the expert. Thank you very much. Happy New Year.
Oh, you thought I was done? Bless your heart, but I'm still living rent-free. It's a work of art. Call me daddy, call me nut, call me the goat. You're paddling upstream while I'm running this boat. You say, I don't care, yet you're glued to the screen. Caught up in my glow while you stay unseen. Your shade's like a breeze, it's barely a draft. Meanwhile, I'm the Picasso of roasting your ass. You say you're over me, oh how cute. But here I am, still the star of your loop. You're my biggest fans, don't even deny. So grab some popcorn when daddy goes live. Live. Call me daddy, yeah, shout it loud. King of your thoughts, I'm making you proud. Papa Nut, Shizzy Daddy, headline act. Your background noise, and that's just a fact. Let's face the score. You hate that you love me, but you keep wanting more. You're like a dog chasing cars, you don't know why. But here you are, barking while I touch the sky. Your comments are gold, such comedy gold. Who hurt you? Oh wait, it's me, I'm told. You're keeping tabs like an unpaid intern while I'm cashing checks. When will you learn? Your timeline's a shrine to every move I make. I'd say thanks, but you're a nasty skank. Oh, Shizzy's washed up. Yeah, sure, Jan, yet here I am, the centerpiece of your plan. You hate watch my stream like it's Oscar night, but guess what, kiddos? I'm still shining bright. Call me daddy. Send in your bread. I'm still rent-free in your effing head. Papa Nut, Shizzy Daddy on your brain. I'm your mental landlord, you can't complain. Let's keep it real. You hate that I'm winning, but you love how it feels. Oh, I'm sorry, did I break your streak? You tried to ignore me for like half a week, but daddy's too spicy, you can't look away. I'm the train wreck you need every single day. So while you're out there with your plastic clout, I'm here sipping coffee watching you freak out. You're irrelevant. Wow, what a take. Now go rewatch my vids while I count how much I make. I count how much I make. Call me daddy. Yeah, own it now. I'm reading your brain and you don't know how. Papa Nut, Shizzy Daddy, let's set the bar. I'm the constellation, you're a burned out star. Embrace your role, cause I'm the main character. You're just an old ragged ass burnt out troll. So that's your bedtime story, kids tucked in sweet and snug. Shizzy Daddy's forever, you lose and you're stuck in the mud. Now say goodnight to Papa Nut, your mental pain. Oh wait, you will see me tomorrow's. Agenda will see me tomorrow, same obsession, same effing thing.
Night, y'all.